Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name's Justin. I'm running for the king and I'm a part-time reseller. I'm here in the shed in my backyard and we're going to pull orders for the week. Plus, hang in there, I'm going to talk about how I list these manga sets, and I think it's contributed a little bit to them selling. So, right or wrong, you let me know. We'll get to that. I think that's on like Wednesday or something. So we'll get there. But let's jump back to Tuesday, start there, work our way through the week. I'll see you back there. Hey folks, today is Tuesday. It is the 22nd of July. It is hot outside. So we're going to go fairly quick because I have to turn off the air to film. I do have a Poshmark sale, so I went ahead and pulled it so I didn't forget, because when do I ever have a Poshmark sale? I sold one of these Disney Doorables. Picked these up at Walmart clearance for $1. I have 8 more after this. And there's a bunch of the Doorable figures in it. It sold $10 plus shipping. So I'm not going to make a lot, but I think after fees, it's $7.05 or something. And, well, that's like almost $6 profit. So, because it was $1 plus tax, so that's going to be like $1.09 or something is what I paid for it. Okay, let's see. That is 1 on Poshmark, 0 on Mercari, because Mercari is pretty much dead to me all the time. I do have, how many do I have? I have 5 on eBay, but it's actually 6 items. So 5 orders, 6 items. We're going to go down here. And this first one sold yesterday, just after I went to the post office. It is a clothing item, and it's in C8. It is a I only use the best, or I only use Snap-on tools because I only use the best. It's a t-shirt. I don't remember where I picked this up. I got it for super cheap, though, like a quarter super cheap. Maybe it was Hometown Thrift. I'm not sure. Sold $7.19 plus shipping on offer. And it must have been listed at $8, and I sent a 10% off offer. It looks like. Put this up and we'll grab some DVDs. I really slowed down in listing DVDs. I've been listing manga books just because they're bulkier and they were selling for more. And so that was a pretty decent combination. I did have this buyer buy 2 items in one order. We're just going to grab them all together. First up is The World of Naru. And this is a 4-disc set. The box has a little bit of wear, but the discs are in good shape. And then this is Happy Lesson, also 4 discs, no box. And these two sold together $27.98 plus shipping, which is full asking price for the 2 added together. Let's go ahead and grab that other DVD set that sold here. Oh, by the way, I have another DVD set that sold. Anime, of course. This is Real Bout High School. It also has the soundtrack that was in a separate box that I put them together. This sold $25 plus shipping, and that was an offer I accepted. I think I had it listed for $30, but it's moving out, and I'll have a little space for something else I can list. And then I have a couple manga sales. First one's a single. I listed a bunch of singles last week because it was quick and they were ready to go. I didn't have to do any prep work, really. And this one is called Supply. It is Supply. It's book 1, first printing, and it sold $6.99 plus shipping. Not a big one, but it sold, and it's going to add to the total. And then I have, I'm looking, okay, there's 5 books in this one. Where did I stick them? That is the question. And I'm still looking. There it is. It's in the bottom of this stack, of course. Let me gently get the stack out of the way, and I'll show you what sold. This lot is He Is My Master. It looks like it's got a bunch of chibi maids on the back. This one sold full asking price, $42.99 plus shipping. Their first printing, it's a complete series, but there must be something wrong with something because I have a read description. I think it's just worn covers and maybe discoloration on a couple. Yeah, there's some like discoloration there on the page edges. But it sold, and happy for that one. That's the sale of the day so far. I'm saying that so far. Maybe something great will come in before I go to the post office and we'll show you. All right, my work day's done. I have everything we pulled earlier packed up, and I have one more order. It's a good one. It's from that 2K anime buy, of course, but it is not anime. It's not manga. It is, well, it's Western books. And I'm looking to see, I see it right here. Okay, so in the first buy that I paid $1,000 for, there was several boxes of Western books, and this box here, well, contains some of the books in those boxes. Let me pull it out. I'll show you what they are. All right, get them over here by my plush guys and get this box open. I do have to get these bagged up and bubbled and ready to go, but they're going to go in this box. They are William Johnstone's Ashes series. So I think it starts with Out of the Ashes or something, but there are 24. There's at least 24 in this series because I have books 1 through 24 in this box. And so that's quite a bit of books. Not going to get $10 a book for sure, but this box did sell on offer $99.99 plus medium mail shipping. And really, who can complain about that? So that's another $100 minus fees. So, and it's medium mail shipping. So that's another $80 right there. And I got to get it packed up. Getting ready to head to the post office, and it is getting ready to storm. So I'm probably going to get wet going to the car, but I'll throw these in bags and it won't be too big a deal. That's going to be it for sure today. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Hey folks, today is Wednesday. It is the 23rd of July, and I started the day off when I woke up, got to work this morning, 0 sold on eBay so far, but I did end up having 2 Macari sales, one that came in last night and one an offer I accepted this morning, and it looked like that was gonna be it. But eBay has come back. I have some more sales. eBay definitely trumped Macari again today, which is the usual, but I want to show you what it sold. Let's start with Macari first. I sold a t-shirt. It's up here and it's in the top box. I have an extra bubble wrap roll on top of it. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I just didn't want to, on film, try to move everything and end up with bubble wrap on top of my head. I sold a Hunter x Hunter t-shirt. This was actually my oldest daughter's. She did not want it anymore. I don't know if I ever saw her wear it. Maybe once, but I think it's 0. It sold $6 plus shipping on offer. So that's the offer one on Macari right there. And then I sold a single manga book last night. The sale came through, it looks like, early this morning maybe. Okay, be right back on that too. This one is Kanazuki no Miko right here. And in fact, this sold, I pulled it from my eBay store and I almost got an immediate message from someone on eBay saying, hey, I was watching this and it's gone. Are you going to relist it? And I was like, no, it sold elsewhere. But anyway, this single book sold $14.99 plus shipping. I listed a bunch of single books in the last week or so, and a lot of them listed at $4 to $10. But this is one of the higher priced books, more than $10, which is great. $14.99, happy with that. And that wraps up Macari for today. Okay, so now moving on to eBay. We have 4 orders, 3 buyers, 2 items I received offers on from the same buyer. I'm going to combine shipping for them, not a big deal. But by the end of today, I want to show you how I'm listing this manga and how I think I'm being a little more competitive. And I don't know if it's breaking rules or not, but I'm going to show you regardless. But first, let's pull the orders. I'm going to pack this one up and then I'll walk through my listing and shipping process so you can kind of see what's working for me. Will it work for you? I don't know, but it's working for me. Okay, first off, let's start off with the 2 manga sets that I received offers on. And okay, let's go this way. We're going to pull 2 sets of manga for this this buyer here. I'm just trying to get stuff out of the way and being careful so I don't tear up anything. Okay, first up, this set here, it is Kanagi, and it is Crazy Shrine Maidens. I think I sold the DVD for this, but this is the manga book set. It's the complete series 1 through 3. It sold on offer $20 plus shipping right there. The other book set sold for a little more, but I'm happy with any sales. Let me get this out of the way. And I don't know how my camera work's going because I'm not looking at the camera. It's this set right here, and it's almost complete. It is Icon, and if you look close, we're missing book 7. So this is books 1 through 6 and 8 through 12. Almost a complete set. And that set I had listed for $100, but took an offer of $90 plus shipping. So we're going to combine that out. That'd be $110 plus shipping. And like I said, we'll combine it all and refund a little bit back. No big deal at all. I sold a DVD just before my lunch hour started, when I'm pulling right now. And I see it's over here. And this one is like a Chinese or Indonesian DVD, but it's worldwide. This is Masao Gaiken HXH, otherwise known as Hybrid Heart. I sold the mangas for these already, and maybe an English DVD set or so. I don't remember. This sold on offer, $8 plus shipping. Then we'll stick it back on the wall for the last order, so far at least. It's the big one. I listed it this morning on my morning break, and it sold already, which is pretty awesome. It makes me wonder if I undervalued it, but I don't think I did. I'm going to go grab it. It's a stack. It's 17 books. Be right back. Okay, here it is. This is Battle Angel Alita Last Order. So Battle Angel Alita was I think there was a CG animated movie a couple years ago or something, but it's a little weird. The books in black are from Viz Media, and they switched from Viz Action to Viz Manga. And then the top 3 books are Kodansha Comics. So I don't know what happened there, but they're all first printings except for the very first one. But we're missing a book. Yeah, we're missing book 6 on this one. So this is books 1 through 5, 7 through 18. All first printings except for one. The first book is a second printing. I don't know. This is one of the first book sets I brought into the shed. Knew it was missing a book. I wanted to make sure I got through all the other boxes and everything before I called it and said we were missing a book, because there was some singles floating around in different books, or in different boxes. But this one is missing book 6, so I listed it as is. It sold in an hour or 2 at most, $249.99 plus shipping. Now, let me get this packed up. I may have to come back after work, but I'm gonna get this packed up. I'm gonna show you exactly how I listed this on eBay, at least verbally. I don't know if I'll be able to get the magic pictures to show up or anything, but and then how I'm going to ship it out and how it's working for me as far as my Manga listing. So hang in there just a second. Pretty good comeback for eBay today. I'm super stoked. I'll be right back in just a bit. All right, I'm back, and it's been a couple hours, but super quick for y'all, I know. I wanted to let you know how I'm listing, selling, and shipping these Manga sets. So here is that set. It sold for $250, listed today, sold today. That's awesome. And shipping has gotten really expensive. And unfortunately, Manga does not qualify for media mail on eBay or Mercari. And so I can't... Does it actually qualify for media mail in reality with USPS? I think it's pretty much in the middle. It does have advertisements in it, not for other products like comic books do, but it does have, they almost always have advertisements in the front and or rear for other books. But I think that's kind of allowed. Either way, I'm not shipping any of this Manga media mail. Everything's going Ground Advantage, sometimes with extra insurance. So here's what I'm doing. I have this box. It weighs just over 7 pounds, 7 pounds, 3 ounces and change. And when I weighed it with just the books, it was just under 7 pounds. So the box adds a little bit, and the padding and bubble wrap and such. What I'm doing with these Manga sets is I'm finding the weight of the book, I'm adding 2 pounds and listing it as media mail. So I listed this one, 9 pounds media mail, which is $10.47 is what the buyer was charged. Now I just said that Manga cannot go media mail, and that's the case. But I don't pass on my discounted shipping rates to my buyers right now. I may end up doing that in the future since it's getting so expensive just to be competitive. But what I'm doing is I'm charging media mail. It'll let me charge media mail if you have media mail and you do a sell similar and you keep it in there. I can't do it on the phone. I have to do it on the laptop, and it'll let me do it. So I'm charging media mail, but I'm upgrading the shipping. So this charged the buyer $10.47 in media mail shipping. That's what this here charged. However, it only weighs 8 pounds or 7 pounds, 3 ounces, right? So 8 pounds, which for media mail would be $9.72, but I'm not shipping media mail. I shipped Crown Advantage. This is staying in the same state. It's going international, so it's going to Chicago. it cost me $8.47 Ground Advantage. So it's still less than they paid Media Mail, but it's basically a washout once you take out fees and everything. And I did buy insurance, which added $3 to it. So it was actually $11.47 instead of the $10.47 they were charged. It works really great for the bigger sets because this weighs a lot, almost, over 7 pounds, but it's compact. This is a 12 by 7 by 6 box, and it's going cubic rate. So it's fairly cheap because it's heavy but small. Now, I have one more sale to show you, and it's not going to be as lucrative. Let's grab that, and I'll show you sometimes when it doesn't go great. So we have one more manga set it sold, and it should be, I think it's back here, but let me see. Oh, it's right here on top. I moved it. I touched it this afternoon getting that other set out. This is Junk Force, and there's 3 volumes. So let's look and see what I charged and what it's going to cost me. This set I had listed for $18. I took an offer of $16. And so it's going to Texas, and I listed it at a 3-pound rate, Media Mail. Now, these don't weigh quite 3 pounds. It should be, it's 1.2 pounds, so it's going to ship at a 2-pound rate. It's going to fit in an 8 by 6 by 4 box, and the buyer was charged $5.97 Media Mail shipping. But since this is a small set and lightweight, if it only weighs 2 or 3 pounds, then it's going to flip the other way. So Ground Advantage is going to cost me $6.45. So I'm losing a little bit of money, but that is the gamble I'm taking. So I'm listing at Media Mail, shipping at Ground Advantage with insurance if it's over $150, which I usually don't do, but I've been doing on these because I don't know what the collector's market is like on Manga. If it box comes in beat up, I don't know how that's going to go. So I've been shipping with insurance. And obviously I've been profitable. I've had some huge buys that, and some where I've saved quite a bit because it was a heavy box and Media Mail was so expensive, but Ground Advantage was cheaper. But now that Ground Advantage is more expensive, it's not always going that way. But this set, not so great. This set, pretty much break even. So that's how I'm shipping, listing and shipping these mangas, listing media, shipping Ground Advantage. Anything that gets insurance is going through pirate ship, just because A, it's like $1.50 cheaper, and B, I hear pirate ships insurance claims are super easy to get through, where I have no idea the insurance that eBay offers. The extra insurance, I'm not even sure how that works. So, okay, that's going to be it. So let me know what you think. Is that cheating? Should I just list it at Ground Advantage and offer a discount? I don't know. I'm not shipping Media Mail though. That's the case. So I'm not breaking the USPS rules. Maybe just bending the eBay listing rules. We'll see. But tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments. I have this one other item that's packed up. I already said $16. That's right. And I'm going to lose a couple bucks on shipping. So thank you again for hanging out there with me today. And we got a couple more days left in the video. I don't know if we'll have any big revelations on what I'm doing here, but we're going to break that 5K this week. So happy for that goal to be met. I will see you tomorrow. Hey folks, today is Thursday. It is the 24th of July. And well, let me get the camera off the wall here and show you. I listed a few things yesterday, only 4 actually, but we did break the 5,000 list goal for the month. And so we can check this off here. This is trying to look through the GoPro camera there. I still have a few to get to the listing goal number-wise. I still got to do that live show, but that is 1 goal for the month. We're knocked out. And that sounds great, but listings don't count unless they sell. And I only have 1 sale to show you today. I took an offer. We went back and forth, but I took an offer on some books, and I have them here right already because it was going to take 2 hands to bring them. But this is these are light novels. These are high school DxD. I think I sold the mangas. I sold the Blu-rays, and there are the books. They sold for $110 plus shipping. There are 13 of them total, so that's not bad. They're in pretty good shape. The last book, number 13, is still factory sealed. So $110 for that. Got to pack it up, but it's a good sale if I only have 1. So not too bad there. Yesterday, I was talking about how I list the mangas, and I said that I don't pass the discount along to the customer for my shipping. I've been thinking about that, and I've really been debating since I said that now of passing that discount onto the customer. So I don't know if it would up sales. I've seen people on Facebook and such, and a couple groups I'm in say that that's helped them. I don't know. Maybe you have experience there, but I usually keep that little bit of padding to offset supplies and such. But if I get more sales, that would make up. I don't know. I'm undecided. I'll let you know if I make a decision. It won't be this week, I don't think. But that's going to be it. One sale. I guess if something comes in, I'll have time to pack it after work, and I'll bring you back on. But otherwise, hopefully, we'll have sales for tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Hey, folks, today is Friday. It is the 25th. I think it's the 25th. Let's look. It's the 25th. It's 25th. It's Friday. We have only 3 orders to pull. Nothing very big today. So I don't know. It's slowed down. The first one is something I listed yesterday, and it's already sold, which is great. It's right down here. And this is the first time I've listed one like this. So this is Petite Cosette, or Le Portrait de Petite Cosette, the full manga and the full anime. And so I had both. I listed them together. I've had other things where I've had both sets and kept them separate, but I wanted to see what it would do. It sold $20 plus shipping. Next one is a manga set, or 2 mangas at least, a manga lot. This is, I almost fell over. It's Higurashi When They Cry, volumes 1 and 2, first printings. I sold the DVDs separate on these, and they sold pretty well. These sold $14.99 plus shipping. And then I have one item that I completely forgot I even had well before this big 2K anime buy. And it's in here. We'll have to dig it out. I think it's in this one. Let me get the box. I'll put it over there. See if we can find it. So I kept smalls in this box. And I had, well, a bunch of random stuff. There's pins and these metal plate things. We sold one of those in the last video. And it's one of these. This is these country stencils, and I'm looking for the Noah's Ark. It is CS06, and that's 02. 02. Is this big one? That's 01. Where is it? There it is, CS06, and it's going to be hard to see, but it's a little metal stencil. It's only about 3 inches long. But it's got Noah's Ark there, and you can, I don't know what you'd use it for, but it's decor / craft related. It sold $7.99 plus shipping. I got those at an estate sale, and I didn't even know what I had. It was just kind of fill a bag, fill a box, and I got a bunch of these. They didn't really take up any space in the box, so I was like, hey, it makes them basically free. And I think this is the second one that's sold. So free into $8 is fine. But maybe I should have allotted them together. I had a couple small lots, but that's a single. It's sold. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out there with me today. I want to pack this up real quick and maybe get a couple listings knocked out. And then we'll be on to other things, I guess. If anything comes in before I go to the post office today, though, it's Friday. We'll definitely get it out today. That way it doesn't sit all weekend. But if not, I guess hopefully we'll have a bunch of sales on Monday to make up for it. Hey, folks, today is Monday. It is the 28th of July. July is almost away from us. And update on the goals. I have 160 listings for the month. 160, which, beats our 135 goal. We're over 5K there. And that's going to have to happen maybe Wednesday night. I'm not sure. It's just been super busy. And I don't even know why I set goals if I can't make them, but I have for the last 3 months. Okay, so 14 sales on eBay, 3 on Mercari, and I have 1 on Poshmark. I sold another one of these, which is weird. I would think Poshmark would be the last place they would sell, but it sold for $10 plus shipping. I'll make $7 minus the $1 it costs, so I'll make $6. But it's going out. I don't have to use my own box, and that works for me for sure. That's it for Poshmark. Not surprised there. I haven't listed or shared or had my bot running or anything on that for a long time. I have 3 on Mercari, I said. They're all from the anime buy, but they're not all anime, I guess. First is a DVD set. It's this one right here, My Heim, 1 through 7 box set. Here it is, and this sold $22.99 plus shipping, full asking price. And then I have this lot of DVDs here. It's Rosario plus Vampire, seasons 1 and 2. I sold one of the anime or manga sets not too long ago. Well, it's been several weeks, but since I bought the anime stuff, these two sold $24.99 plus shipping. And then I have a lot of paperback books, Western books. Came in the anime buyout, but they're not anime for sure. And I have these all pre-packed. It says good to go on it, so they are already bubbled and bagged and everything. A lot of 10 Pierce Anthony books, and these sold $19.99 plus shipping. All right, so that leaves only eBay items left. Let's just start at the bottom, work our way to the top. Let's see, I sold one of my Furbies from my Furby army I listed last week before, and it's one of the gray ones. Let's see if I can see which one it is. It's this one, gray body, pink fur, gray and black spotty pink fur. It's called More Light is its name, and it sold $12 plus shipping. I have a DVD set that I listed Friday, and it sold right after I got done listing it Friday. I'm getting really close to finishing all manga listings. I do have DVD listings for a while, though. Okay, this is Saber Marionette J and Saber Marionette R in the same universe, but I don't know, they're from different companies. Regardless, it sold $19.99 plus shipping. And then I sold a caterpillar hat. I think I have actually 2 of them. Yeah, 2. Let's go get those. And I keep those up here just because they wouldn't all fit in my hat box, and they're going to fall on me. Hold on. And they fell on me. Let's see, I have 2. You know, the designs are going to be somewhat random, but one sold for $10 plus shipping on offer. And I think the other one sold for full asking price. Yeah, $12.99 plus shipping. And so those are going out. Still have a few to sell, so that's awesome. Heading back here for another DVD set. This one, there it is. It's one I had listed, and it only was up for a couple days, I think. This is Kite Duology. There's 2 movies in here, I think, and that sold $9.99 plus shipping. And then I have a DVD that I've had forever. It may predate, I think it predates The Shed, and I purged DVDs not too long ago. And this was one that just hung around. I don't even know why I kept it, but it's right here, actually. I'm shocked it's not buried. It is Princess and the Pea. Well, it's Princess and the Pea Chronicles, 2 episodes of that, and then Return to the Secret Garden. And these, I don't know, it's used. I remember where I got it. It was a yard sale, and it was a teacher's house because she had a bunch of teaching books and books from her classroom. And this was in the free pile at the edge of the driveway. And I think I took the box. I think I took everything. And some of the stuff sold, and this just kind of hung around. But it's sold now. It sold $3.99 plus shipping. And that's 100% profit, folks, after fees. But yeah, okay, let's just go on. Let's move on. I sold a lot of, well, they're not manga. They're actually light novels, and it's these right here, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. And I realized they're upside down. There they are. I sold the manga lot from this series. This is the light novels, where it does have some illustrations, but it's just, well, it's a light novel. These sold $99.99 plus shipping, and I think I had it listed for $119 and received an offer of like 70 or 75. Countered. They took it. Going out for $100. Awesome. Okay, I've got another manga set going out. I moved some Blu-rays out of the way so I could show you. Let me spin you around again. So this stack is hiding behind my Blu-ray stack. And it's Gotcha Gotcha 1 through 5. And I'm going to pull them out off camera. But those sold for $32 plus shipping. I think that was an offer. Oh, I got to go right back to where I was. I have a DVD set. I'm going to grab those. Be right back. This is a set of 3 Led Zeppelin DVDs. We have The Song Remains the Same, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, No Quarter Unleaded. So I guess it's not necessarily Led Zeppelin, but come on, it's Page and Plant. And then Led Zeppelin, just Led Zeppelin. I picked those up at a yard sale. I drove to St. Louis, actually on the other side of St. Louis, over 100 miles to go to a huge community sale several months ago. That came out of that, and they sold on offer $14 plus shipping. A couple more things, I guess. We're going to keep going back to the same shelf, basically. Next up is something hiding behind my Inaman here. And it's right here, Hammond Touch 1, a beginning guide to playing fun for the new Hammond organ. And I got these at an estate sale, well into the profit. That sold $5.99 plus shipping. It'll be super easy to ship. And then we're going to head back here for a DVD. If I can find, there it is, Shadow Star Narutaru. Narutaru, right here. This one, not worth a lot, to be honest with you. But I have a t-shirt with that, well, with the logo on it. And it's worth big money, and it'll eventually sell. I'm going to be super excited. This sold, though, $5.99 plus shipping. 3 more to go, folks. And the next one is a manga set. It is right here. I sold the DVDs for this series not too long ago, or single DVD, I think. This is a 2-book set. I think it's the full complete set. Yeah, FLCL, and these sold $19.99 plus shipping. And then 2 left. They both sold this morning, and one of them is the best sell of the day. Well, the best sell of the video, I think. But let's get the first one first. It's good still, too. It is a DVD set, or DVD lot, I guess. It is Code Gaius, Lelouch of the Rebellion, and Lelouch of the Rebellion R2, which I think is just season 2. And there they are. I sold the manga. They sold in like 30 seconds when I listed them. These sold in a couple days. $45 plus shipping on offer. Listed them at $50. Happy for $45. And here it is. Last sale I've got so far. Best sale I've got so far this week. And I'm not going to pull it off the shelf just so I don't tear it up. But I'm going to show you what it is. And how many times I'm going to say spin you around. One more time. Let me spin you around. It is this entire stack right here. So it's Monster Musumi and Monster Musumi. I love Monster Girls. And there's some postcards. I just got them in this bag so they stay together. I didn't lose them. But it's these, let's see, there's 17 books in the first series and 4 in the second series, plus the cards. What do you think? Sold for? Yeah, $299.99. So awesome. And check this out. Hey, there's that t-shirt that goes with that DVD. And I have that listed for a lot of money. So we'll see when that sells. But, okay. I can't believe it that these things sell for this much. But I can't deny it. And there we go. That's going to be it for the day. We have 18 items going out. I got to get packing. And it's like the surface of the sun outside. So I got to get the air back on because it's hot in here now. Because I've been, can't have it on when I'm yapping on the camera. So thank you so much for hanging out there with me this week. And let me know what you think about how I'm listing those mangas and what you do different. And maybe just like not listing them as medium mail, listing them as like flat rate shipping or something like that. I don't know. But that's what I'm doing. And the reason why I started doing that, it really is because I wasn't sure how fast the stuff would sell. Like, I knew it was going to be a profitable buy. I didn't know it was going to sell so fast. And I'm setting it up where if I do a flat rate and rates go up, I hate going back and changing anything, right? I usually just forget about it and I take a loss. So by doing that, medium mail or whatever, Grand Advantage, the prices go up and down with the market, and then I don't have to worry about it. And that's why I always use calculated shipping. But let me know what you think. Thank you again. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed and you made it this far, I'd appreciate your subscription. We're selling stuff every week, and hopefully the good sales will keep on coming. And eventually, I'm going to run out of manga. So if you hate that, just hit that subscribe button anyway. Just continue watching, but you'll be really interested probably in like 2 months. So it'll probably be all gone. Okay. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. God bless. After show time, guys, and you may or may not know, but not only do I work a full-time job and do reselling, I'm also a youth pastor, and I want to share a little bit of what we talked about in youth last night. Last night, we were in Mark chapter 8. Now, you may not know what's in Mark chapter 8. It's only because I studied that I know, so don't feel bad. But in Mark chapter 8, Jesus fed 4,000 men plus some women and children. And you're saying 4,000? I thought Jesus fed 5,000, and he did that too. He did that in Mark chapter 6. So I was asked by someone in our church, not related to why I was in Mark 8, because I'm just going through Mark right now. And they asked, hey, I was reading this. Why do you think Jesus fed 5,000 people and 4,000 people? Why did he do the miracle twice? Because it was two separate events. In fact, Jesus talks about the two separate events being two separate events at the end of Mark chapter 8. So if you don't believe me, you can believe him. But here is one of the things that I like anchored on when I finished my, I don't like to call them sermons with youth, my devotion, my lesson. I don't know, I don't like lesson either. Anyway, is that we can see that Jesus cared for the people's physical needs, the big ones and the little ones. The feeding the 4,000 people had been following him for 3 days, it said, and they were going to go home, and they were hungry, and Jesus was worried that when they, on their way home, they would get faint because they had no food, and that's why he wanted to feed them. And I left the youth with this. I'm going to leave you with this as well, that Jesus cares about our big things and our little things. And when we ask like for prayer requests to the youth, sometimes we get little things and sometimes big things. But when we ask the little kids, man, they're praying for their dog and for, all kinds of stuff that we would never as adults ask for corporate prayer for. And I think the feeding of the 5,000 and the feeding of the 4,000 shows this, that Jesus cares not just for our spiritual needs, but for our physical needs as well, for the big things, and even if we're just going to be hungry. And so here is what I dropped on the youth, and what I'm dropping on you is that when we go to God in prayer, that we don't have to just ask for big lofty things. We don't have to feel like God doesn't care about these little things, that he's in the big and little. The Bible says he knows every hair on our head, and that's a lot for some of us, maybe not a lot for others, but he knows the number. So he knows it all. So when you go to God, if you go to God in prayer, that I urge you to not just think that he's too big to care about the little things, and he's not too little to care about the big things. You can bring both to him. And that's how I'm ending this video. Thank you again. I hope you hung out to the end here, but if you didn't, you're not even hearing me now. So I'm going to say it again. Thank you so much for hanging out there with me this week. I hope you have a great day, and God bless you again.